Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. It is the random. Sorry, my beard's all over the fucking place. It is just a random stream, just latest news. We'll talk about injury updates and that we got yesterday during the Big Steve show. Me and Steve, and yeah, we can just chat about stuff. Yes, Zach Holiday. He's waiting for me to jump on FIFA. What he is, he's like, get this done rapid, boy. For people that don't know as well, this is a good reminder, is we are going to be looking at Xtra Club members joining a Pro Clubs team. We're going to have, basically it's going to be open to Xtra Club members, and we'll do streams in that. And then if there's not enough Xtra Club members that want to get involved, we'll just open it up to everybody. So everyone who's got the new FIFA, we can all just join in a Pro Clubs, and we can just hit that up. It'll be pretty sick. So we're going to look at maybe doing that starting next week at some point. I think that'd be pretty cool. Some decent content during the second week of the international break. Yes, Puneet, how you doing, mate? Carl Bartle, yes. Douglas Wright, afternoon, mate. Jesse, yes. And Lawrence. And Caribbean Racer, bon dia. So, we know from yesterday, we do have a little bit of injury news, given, yes, Chili Beats, mate. And Will Caldridge, big up, man. We know from yesterday, there is a little bit of injury news. Firstly, we got Edison. Edison went down during the Chelsea game, and we've seen that. It wasn't the most of our deal situations, but we do have a quality backup in Stefan Ortega. But he's also withdrawn now from international duty because of his left foot injury. So, a bit of a chiller for Edison. I don't really think it's too much, the Edison one. Moaz Dino there says it's probably not real injuries as an excuse to miss the international games. And even if it's just like the slightest thing, it's probably not worth risking it being a long-term thing, like basically forced into the international games and then just making it worse. There's no point. Like, look at Kevin De Bruyne, man. Even when he was been injured for City, he'd get rushed back and play straight away for Belgium. It was a bit of a mad one. Steve, yes, Steve, how you doing, mate? Puneet says Ake. Ake was, the thing is with the Ake situation, right? Ake was injured. Ake was injured for the weekend. However, he was training on Friday. So I think it was just he didn't make it in time for Chelsea. I do think he's okay, Ake. Yes, Carlington. Mr. Christie is in the building. Checking in from Jamaica. Yes, bro. So yeah, the Edison one, don't think is too serious. And the same as well with Kovacic, to be honest. Kovacic is another one that's come out saying that he's injured. He's also withdrawn from international duty with a muscle injury. Don't really see it being anything too serious. I don't think it's anything to really worry about. And plus, they're going to have another 2 weeks now, basically, to recover from that. So I expect both Edison and Kovacic both to be back for the Liverpool game. Jimmy Grimble, yes, Johnny. What's the score on Stonesy, baby? It's actually, well, the Stones, what we've heard from Stones is basically it's a lot less worse. I think it's a lot better than what we initially thought it'd be. I think at first they thought Jonathan Stones would be out for quite a while, whereas now they're saying it's better. Not sure how long that's going to be. And we'll have to wait until this international break's over and then just get a bit of a injury update from Pep Guardiola. His press conference will be next Friday. I think then that's where we'll get most of the injury updates, given the fact that we play Liverpool on Saturday, the early kickoff as well, which stinks, mate, stinks. Injuries are mounting on UFO, yeah, it is, especially when you look at the fixtures that we've got coming up. Jimmy, mate, what happened to Cover? I didn't see anything happen to Kovacic at all. I didn't see nothing in the game. It just says it's a muscle injury, so I have no idea what's happened to Kovacic. I don't know what's all over this jumper. Mate, there's loads of shit on my jumper, like dust. This is what happens when you clean, mate. You clean and dust happens. Ortega's competent enough. Yeah, Ortega's competent enough, 100%. I have no worries about Ortega going into the first team at all. He's mint with his feet. Good shot stopper. I think he's unlucky that he's not a number one somewhere. The guy's sick. The guy's genuinely sick. So we're fortunate enough that we have a quality backup goalkeeper. International injuries equals let someone else do this bullshit. Yeah. That's why I buy more of him. Yeah, Evan, mate. I think he's better 1v1 than Edison, Zach. Yeah, I agree. Although Edison has definitely stepped up his game, but Ortega is a better shot stopper. Kovacic injured himself in celebrating Palmer's goal. Oh, mate. I don't even know what to think about that. Me and Big Steve spoke about it last night, and I have no idea. I have no idea what to think about that. He needs to clarify, man. He needs to clarify. It must be just going, oh, fuck's sake, not fucking yes, go on the lads. You know what I mean? Like, he can't be doing that. There's just no way. It's football suicide for the club that you're at to do that. You cannot do that. 2 quality keepers, yes, Steve, mate, it is. Pep was going to make Ortega number 1, but Eddie had a class end of the season. That is very true, Jimmy. That is very, very true. Pep was basically on the verge of turning Ortega into our number 1 keeper, but Ederson really stepped up towards the back end of last season. Evan, oh yeah, maybe a 4D chess from Ederson there to pull out, make Alisson play. So I mean, he's tired for Liverpool, so I doubt it, but I mean, it could be that fact. Douglas says, can we not withdraw all of our England players? It's a dead game, the risk of injury, and they'll all need to be decontaminated after contact with Southgate. Mate, I wish we could withdraw all our players from international duty. I hate internationals, man. It's boring. Southgate plays dead football anyway, so it's not even good to watch England. It's just an excuse to go to the pub and get on the piss. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why internationals are good. But other than that, it's not it, mate. I wish all our players could all be pulled out. What do you think of our defence in general this past weekend? Shit, mate. Shit. It was too open. Our defenders getting left exposed. Obviously, we had Rodri sitting in the middle. Rodri didn't have a good time. I mean, our whole passing in the game wasn't very good. But when you think about it, look at the level that City played at. We didn't play good at the weekend. However, we still got a draw out of it. That's basically what me and Big Steve were saying yesterday, is the fact that other teams, when they play bad, are losing games. When City are playing bad, we're still picking up points. So it's not the end of the world right now. It isn't the end of the world at all. We're still top of the Premier League, even though we drew 4-4 with Chelsea. It's just a bit concerning when you look at it and go, we can't let that happen again, because on another day we could have been battered. Genuinely, on another day we could have been battered in that game. But that's it. Even with 4 goals, it can't put us down. And we said yesterday it's the best advert for the Premier League you can think of. But yeah, Kovacic and Ederson both withdrawn. Liverpool drawn to Luton to be the funnest result of the season. Luton fans have been gassed with that, you know. Super gassed. Sick. It is sick. Also, a bit of news stream-wise. We've figured out a way now, well, I've figured out a way, to highlight messages in the stream. I can see Freddie messaging me. I don't actually know if Freddie's listening to this, but I know that's something Freddie will be gassed about. So usually when you do streams in StreamYard, you can highlight messages and put them on screen and that's sick. But it's never been a thing with YouTube and OBS. Whereas now I've figured out a way to do it. So courtesy of a guy called Andy Lippy, who's got his own YouTube channel, very, very good. If you haven't already, go check him out. He does loads of stuff with interacting with streams. He's figured it out so we can highlight messages on screen starting this week, which is really good. Excited for that. Did you see Kovacic celebrating? Yeah, we're just talking about it. I say sell. Nah, Yanks, mate. You've got to allow it, mate. You've got to allow it. We don't know the actual full story behind Kovacic celebrating. You've just got to hope it isn't what we perceive it to be. Infinity Man, so who's injured? Ederson is injured. Kovacic is injured. They're the two currently that have, well, the most recent ones to be withdrawn. On top of that, the injury updates to other players who are also injured in there. You've got John Stones, obviously still out, apparently looking a little bit better than what we first expected. Sergio Gomez is not available, and obviously Kevin De Bruyne is still injured with a return maybe Christmas-wise. But I don't think we'll see Kevin De Bruyne until 2024. Personally, I don't want to see Kevin De Bruyne until 2024 in a weird way, because I don't want to rush him back, if that makes sense. Infinity Man says, I'm so ready for half season. KDB being back will be the finisher to everything. Yeah, KDB being back. There was a time yesterday, yeah, and I don't know if other people saw it, But Bernardo, I'm sure it's Bernardo Silva, was running through the middle, driving through the middle, and then you've got Doku was on the left, and he made that run that Sane usually makes, and it was perfect for a ball in behind, but it had to be like a whipped ball in behind, so it just beats the defense. That point there, that's a KDB pass. What we did is we did a bit of pauser and pass back, but KDB passes that ball to Doku every time, mate. So I'm really looking forward to a bit of Doku ball. That's it. Rizzy Azzy, Ake is apparently he's fine. He trained on Friday, Ake, which was why it was confusing why he didn't play. He wasn't on the bench, but he apparently picked up a knock, trained on Friday, so he just must ill if that's the case. But yeah, he wasn't back basically for the game. But people are saying that he did get injured, but he did train on Friday, so I think he's absolutely fine. That's basically most of the injury updates. I know that literally in 10 minutes of a stream, you've just got all the information, but I'm not going to just chat shit about injuries for ages. We do have other news, though. Akanji's been speaking. He said on whether he's happy with the point against Chelsea, and he said no. Said, we came here to get 3 points, but we got 1. It's a wide game, back and forth. Maybe we should have done better in some situations. We did some individual mistakes and didn't have much control of the game like we normally have. Very, very true. It was a game with a lot of transitions for us and for them. We will analyse it and hopefully do better in the next home game against Liverpool. I had no doubt that Pep will do a madness and sort it out. Hopefully. I think he pulled out of the Holland cap, though. I haven't seen... let me have a look at the Netherlands international squad, because if he was included in that, how do you like tools in it? Time past 24 hours. Cancelo's not the answer. It's not. Yeah, I think Cancelo would be a better left back than what we currently have. That's just me. Yeah, Cancelo ain't the answer though, innit? We can't. 20 hours ago, there you go. Nathan Ake is out of the Netherlands squad due to injury, apparently. So this is according to Sportsmole. Is this right? 18 hours ago, yeah, out of the Netherlands squad. So that's a concern. Maybe still ill, but apparently, like I say, he was trained on Friday. He was it's the weirdest situation with that one. He trained on Friday, but then he's just not ready straight away. All I got to say is we're ready to rumble. Is this the right thing? Is that going off? Yeah, I think it is. I think that's the right one. I don't know if it's the right one. Yeah, hopefully we're ready to rumble, innit? Hopefully ready to rumble for Liverpool. What was the problem with the mic? Why? What's up? What is wrong with the mic? Is there a buzzing noise by any chance? If there is a buzzing noise, then I can fix that. I can fix that at some point. Our players take responsibilities and don't run away. That's good. That is good. Pod it injured my heart. Nah, mate. I don't injured no hearts. I'm not a heartbreaker. Hernandez is a good option at left back if we can get him. You want about Teo Hernandez? He's sick. Teo Hernandez has been mad. Haaland has been speaking as well. Says, we've been doing really good. We're top of the Premier League already through in the Champions League. It's been a really good couple of months. Better than last season, to be honest. It's been a good start. That's what everyone's been saying. We're already playing better. We're already playing better than we was doing last year. And last year we won a treble. So we've got to go for it, man. We've got to back the team, innit? That second half of the season, if we do what we normally do, I reckon we'll cook. And I think other other teams will fall off. Haaland basically said, trust the process. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is it. Worried about Liverpool match, Benny. I'm worried about Liverpool match, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm worried about that game because of the defending in the Chelsea game was not the best. You just got to hope that we can sort it out for them. Erling Haaland on being close to breaking the record for the quickest player to score 50 Premier League goals. He says, he don't care too much. I care about performing and developing. I'm still 23 years old. Records come, that's a good thing. But in the end, I don't think of it. That is good mentality from Erling Haaland. Big mentality from the robot man. Already dreading, I'm dreading the Liverpool game. Do you think we should sign anyone? Signing someone in January, I think the only realistic option would be Paqueta, to be honest. But we still beat, yeah, of course you beat us, Neil, mate. Of course you beat, that was a dead game as well. Honestly, that was the worst game of the season so far, that. Like, as a football fan, to watch a match of football, that Arsenal game was dry, mate. The Arsenal game was horrendous to watch. Cannot see any team finishing above you, lads. Yeah, I agree, Steve. I agree. I think the Chelsea game was one of them days. It doesn't happen often. Yeah, I agree, Paul. That's what me and Steve were saying yesterday as well. Like, these things happen in seasons. And the fact that we still get a point out of it is good. And we remain top. We need someone for Rodri, I agree. I think Calvin Phillips is probably going to go in January. I think he'll leave. And now it'd just be interesting to see what Pep wants to do with taking that spot. Obviously, we've got Matheus Nunes, who did play as the 6 for Sporting. And that's when City were interested in Matheus Nunes, by the way, when he was playing that 6 for Sporting. But obviously, you got Kovacic. We could be playing him. It's just a weird one. It's a proper weird one. If Calvin goes, what we do in that position. You reckon we still get Wirtz with the way that he's performing? I reckon Bayern will get him. They usually have first pick on Bundesliga games. We've got a transfer roundup video coming out on Friday as well, where we do talk about Florian Wirtz. So that's on Friday at 2 o'clock. So we have like loads of stuff in that about Florian Wirtz, so keep your eyes out for that. But short version, there's a lot of teams that want him. City being one of them. City obviously have the money to pay it, but Bayern would probably pay it. Barca apparently, they want him as well now, but obviously they don't have any cash. So I don't know what they're doing. We don't need CDM Nunes can play there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lang, mate. That's what I'm saying. If Pep can trust Nunes to play in that role, and when Carvin leaves, we don't actually need to go and get someone. But if Carvin leaves and Pep doesn't trust anybody to take that spot, then we're gonna have to look in the market, man. Barca trying to finesse loans. Yeah, that's what Barca do. Barca doing Barca. There's more news. There's Cole Palmer news. If he gets in the pitch for England during the international break, Chelsea have got to give City an additional payment. It's a modest sum as part of the 2.5 million in add-ons on top of the £40 million deal. So we get a bit of extra money for Palmer if he does play in the international break. I didn't mind that. The Palmer celebration, yeah. Obviously, it wasn't a celebration. I didn't think it was a celebration, mate. He kind of did a mix of not celebrating, but a little bit. It looked a little bit. Do you remember Sancho? Me and Steve said this yesterday. With Sancho, where Sancho did the whole, like the look at me now, like kind of thing. It kind of stunk of that a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. I don't know if it was. I don't know. It seemed to like he just stopped. So, I'm fine with it. I mean, we got a good price for him. I do think in the long run, I think Palmer will come good, man. Palmer will come good. He's clearly smashing it for Chelsea already. Yeah. Other than that, Riyad Mahrez has been talking. Remember him? Riyad Mahrez has been talking, man. He said, I had 2 years left on my City contract. I could have stayed. It was me who decided to leave. I felt this opportunity to join Al Ali wouldn't come again. Maybe it was time to leave. I'd spent 5 years at City and won everything. And that's what we said. If you're going to leave that after the treble, that was the perfect time to go because you've won it all. You've done it. He says, to be honest, I still have a taste of unfinished business in the Champions League. I didn't play the semi-final or the final. In previous seasons, I always started the Champions League while always being impactful for my team. I was offered 4 years in Saudi, in a Muslim country where I can definitely protect and provide for my family. There was also a new challenge and a new project, so I decided to leave City. It wasn't a big deal. He carries on talking about Tiki. He said, Tiki really wanted me to stay. He said, even Pep, they made it clear to me. I weighed the pros and cons and finally decided to leave. I don't regret it. I'm happy to be here. The level of the Saudi League is not bad. It's going to get better and better. It's a championship that I'm learning. Here they've put the resources into recruiting the best players. There's definitely quality I think it's just the beginning. So that's pretty mad, isn't it? That's pretty mad. It's mad to hear from Riyad Mahrez like talking about the situation, because a lot of people didn't want him to leave. I kind of thought, like I said, he didn't start the semi-final or final. Bernardo Silva basically was cooking on that right hand side, and Riyad Mahrez found himself down the pecking order. I think it was the right time for Riyad to go. It's just a shame because he did so much. Like every season, you could always guarantee on Riyad Mahrez putting up numbers. Always putting up numbers. Mohammed said you can. I think that. Oh, can't hate him, bro. He leaves in a good way. Yeah, he left in a mint way. Yeah, man. He had a good City career though. Obviously, winning everything at City, stuff like that. Always contributing. I think Calvin's suffering confidence issues. There's a great player in there. Loan him and see what happens. I think there's a great player in there with Calvin Phillips. I just don't think there's a great player that will ever play for Manchester City in there. That sound harsh? I think that might sound a little bit harsh. I think there's a great player in there. I just don't think that great player will come out whilst he's at Manchester City. I think that great player will come out when he moves on and goes somewhere else. And that's unfortunate for us, because I thought that Calvin Phillips would do bits, but he's just not getting the game time to do that. Yeah, Mahrez G&A was low-key crazy because of the minutes played. Bro, every single time that man scored a hat-trick, he got dropped. That's mad, that. Yes, JB, how are you doing? You saw the tweet where it said Cole is a United fan. I'm not sure at all. Yeah, Cole Palmer is a United fan. He's a United fan. Big Steve said yesterday it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up at United one day. How much can we get for Phillips, Tanner? I reckon City will be looking to recoup about around the £40 million mark. Not sure if they will get that. I reckon it'll be a loan situation. To be honest. I seen something to do with Juventus. Juventus apparently interested in him, and he's open to the idea as well. So I have to wait and see on that. That's pretty mad. One that I wouldn't have seen. Stamford Bridge with the 40 says, was Sterling like this at City too? Too bad, one good game. Sterling was really good in his early City career, and then he kind of fell off a little bit, and he was very inconsistent. That was the issue with Sterling. But at the same time with that, Pep Guardiola did start playing Sterling as a striker. You know what I mean? He did start playing him as a striker, and then like, do you remember when we played Bournemouth or Burnley? I can't remember who it was. We played so once, and Sterling played striker and scored a hat-trick. And then I think that Pep went, "Oh, Sterling striker works." But
Stamford Bridge said, was Sterling like this at City too? Too bad, one good game.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Brian's alive. Brian just woke up then was like, "What?" Yeah, like I say, he takes a lot of chances, man. He takes a lot of chances to get him goals. But that's what it was like at City anyway. But he did bits. He did bits in one calendar year at City. He scored something like 50 goals in a calendar year, which is mad. His numbers were like up there with like Messi and Ronaldo, which was crazy. And he obviously scored so many important goals for us. And then it was kind of fitting that his last involvement at City was to help us win the league. That's pretty sick. I appreciate the super chat though. Sterling was important last match. Yeah, sorry, mate. You guys remember that Sterling miss against Leon? Yeah, can't forget that. Cannot forget that. I thought it was in, mate. But you got fairs to Sterling, yeah, by the way. Fairs to Sterling. He 100% had a sick game at the weekend. He was mint. The guy megged like 90% of our team. Pretty sure the only person left that he didn't meg was Edison. He was doing bits. So fair to him. He did have a good game. He did have a good game at the weekend. But it's fine for that. You know what I mean? He can have as many good games as he wants at Chelsea, as long as we're still top of the Premier League. That's fine, and we're still winning leagues. It's all good for me. Other than that, there's no real more news to talk about, to be honest. This was just like going through injury news, to be honest, and we've kind of just pivoted off to other stuff, as we always do. Sterling was incredible, but after that, Leon, he was never the same. Incredible player. He's Raz. Yeah. Raheem Sterling is top of the league. Mate, Sterling was sick, you know. He was sick. It was a bit of a shame that he didn't come to the parade, But there was rumours about something going on with his kid, or like something to do with some family stuff. And then there's also that time when there was a City fan account. He was on the Chelsea tour, and a City fan wanted to get a City shirt signed, and he refused to sign the City shirt. So, and that didn't look very good for his City PR. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that's your City update so far for today. Just a half an hour stream, quick one. We've got more streams coming for you though. We have straight after this stream's going to redirect. We have a FIFA career mode stream at 6 o'clock. Yes, 6 o'clock. Yeah, FIFA career mode stream, 6 o'clock, where we're going to try and fix the mess that we had. We played Chelsea. We lost. We beat them 5-4. So it was like really, really close to the weekend. And we was like, nice, well unrealistic. But we played Tottenham and we lost 6-1 in the last game that we played. So hopefully we can sort things out. We're gonna try and fix up our tactics. Maybe switch to a 4-3-3. Drop Twitter handle. I think that's it without the hash. Yeah. So. We're bringing JP's found guilty of providing favourable decisions for Chelsea against City and even celebrate when Palmer scored, just like our chat shit, Si. Chat shit. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a FIFA stream coming at 6 p.m. and then we've got a panel show, hopefully, tonight. Hopefully we can get the usuals back on a panel show, see what that's saying. And then we've got another show tomorrow. Of a new series, Down with Daps, that starts tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Loads of content coming. Loads of content. Might be international break, but City Extra is going nowhere. Bare content for you. So yeah, I'll see you all at 6 p.m. for the FIFA stream. See you in a bit.